Hello there. This is an astrology forecast for Scorpio for August 2010. This also applies if you have a Scorpio ascendant. So my Scorpios, this month is very much about your work. Your work, money, work. Also a little on your friendships and your relationships. And also on doing some research behind the scenes work. And also on your creativity. So a lot happening for you this month, Scorpios. We've got the Sun until the 23rd of the month in your 10th house. This is a great time for putting some energy into your career, into your work area, into your life path, into maybe finding out, for those of you who don't know what your purpose is here, finding out what that is, researching, getting some direction, some clarity, and some goals. Scorpios, you do very well, you thrive on goals, something you can go for, that you can get your teeth into. So really think about these goals, and if you need to get some advice, I know you don't like too much interference from other people, but if you need that, go and get some advice about the best direction for you in your career and in your work, because this is what's being having a spotlight shone on it this month. As well, for much of the month, we've got planets in this 11th house. So this is a time for friendships, for developing your friendships, for maybe communicating with your friends better. Also a good time to meet new friends, to get out there, to maybe join an organisation, to get out in the community more, to do something more in your community that will be fulfilling to you, where you feel you're making some kind of a contribution, Scorpios. This will be very good this month. Mercury does go retrograde on the 20th of the month until the 11th of September. So this would be a time, a good time for networking up until about the 20th. Good time for any kind of business communication, anything with your friends, anything with socialising, with going out, with enjoying. This will be a really good time. And we've got Venus there, so you may find yourself meeting some really nice people this month. So put yourself out there a little bit. Sometimes, Scorpios, there's a little bit of a wall of defence around you. Try to drop that defence this month, because some very favourable aspects with some very favourable potential people coming into your life who could be very helpful to you in one way or another. A lot of focus still going on to energy behind the scenes. It really is a time to meditate, to be quiet, to reflect, to take time out. So many of you are so driven. You just go, go, go. You're like the Energizer Bunny. You don't stop until you are absolutely depleted. Well, with Mars in the 12th house as well, this is a time for making sure that you get time out, that you get time to exercise, to do physical things as well, that you're not holding your energy in, that you're not holding your anger in, frustrations in. Important for you to get them out, especially with this Mars in the 12th house. As well, it's a tendency as well, you may feel a little isolated. You may feel a little alone. You may feel as though you want that time alone, and there'll be others of you who feel, I don't want to be alone, but somehow it's an enforced aloneness. Try to enjoy that time. Try to make the best of that time, because soon enough, these planets will come into your first house, and then it will be a more outgoing time again. Then it will be a time that will pick up again, and it's like everything has a season, and just know that this is more of an inward season, particularly towards the end of the month for you. First 2 or 3 weeks it won't be that, but then it will become more inward. It's a good time for learning. It's a good time for extending your skills. Many of you are feeling as though your home situation is uncertain. That may well continue for quite a few months to come. It's a great time, however, for those of you who want to go into your own business, who've been thinking about it and worried if it's maybe too much of a risk. This will be a great time to do it. The aspects show that things are going to come towards you in a way in which new opportunities will bring possibilities for you in ways you couldn't imagine. So particularly if it's something you enjoy and it's a hobby, it's a great time to think about ways in which you can make it into a serious money-making business. So there you have it, Scorpios. Friends, career, work, life direction. Thank you to so many of you who've sent in this one question where I answer for $25 in an email of up to 150 words. There's all kinds of questions you can ask, you know. For example, my husband died 6 months ago, and my son and daughter-in-law want me to move in with them. They want me to sell my house and move in with them. Should I do it? or it might be a question of I've graduated a couple of years ago and I can't find a job in my area of graduation. Should I still look, or should I retrain in another area? You can ask so many different questions, and no question is too silly or too impossible for me to try to answer for you. So please keep them coming. And here is my website. For those of you might want a more in-depth reading where I look at your personal chart in great depth. You could have a half hour or an hour. So please take a look at my website and don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you so much for listening, and bye for now.